Hello and welcome to another campaign battle for Total War Warhammer 2, and we're going to be fighting an army of Tyrion. So they have some Sea Guard, they have quite a lot of Illyrian Reavers, so that's going to be a bit tricky. I'm going to have to lure these guys in and let our range do the job here. We have a slightly more advanced army than the last time. We're a little further into this campaign. We've now got some Lothern Sea Guard of our own with shields. Got another extra bolt thrower. And we've still got that Flame Spire Phoenix, which always comes in handy. We also have a wizard now, although she's only got one spell currently. So let's jump in. I don't think we'll gamble, that's quite a good magic pool to start with. Okay, so the enemy will be forming up over here and their reinforcements will be coming in behind them, so I imagine they're going to try and form up. Very nice battle map. It's quite open, which is going to suit their cavalry. So we're going to have to stay quite compact here. I mean, our Silver Helms will beat their cavalry in a straight up fight, but they do outnumber us 2 to 1 on that front. Now the good thing about these Sea Guard is that they're ranged, but they're also spear infantry, so we can actually put these as part of our front line. So not only can they fire on the enemy as they approach, but when the enemy hits their lines they'll do a really good job. And if we want to compare the stats, you can see that they have a melee attack of 21, melee defense of 51, compared to the spearmen with a melee attack of 21 and melee defense of 44. So as you can see, these guys are actually just as good as the spearmen, if not a little bit better. And they can fire as well. Higher leadership. Of course the upkeep cost is higher for these guys, obviously they are better. But having a front line which doesn't just hold it a really good front line but also can fire on the enemy as it's approaching is pretty powerful. So yeah, we'll get these guys and we'll put these into a front line. Now our mage only has the one spell currently, which is regeneration and can cause fear, so that could come in handy. Let's get our other spearmen. Put these guys just on the flanks. And we got our artillery, so let's check the line of sight on that. We're a little bit behind the hill there, so we might shift our lines over a bit. That should give us slightly better line of sight. Okay. And we'll have Tyrion up front. Which is always kind of a neat trick, because the AI tends to target him and he tends to soak up a lot of ranged fire, so that helps out our front line. We've got really good overlapping fields of fire here. Okay, we're going to have to adjust to match these guys. Immediately. Swing them around a little. Acknowledged. So I'm getting some nice early shots in on these guys with our artillery. Okay, got some Reaver archers over here, we have to watch out for those. We'll pull our Silver Helms back a little, we don't want them soaking up too much fire. Let's target those archer units. Now our Sea Guard, as you can see, they're going to be firing on their front line, but they can also engage, so that's really helpful. Okay, they're moving some cavalry around to this flank, so we need to watch out for that. send our cabin to engage. Now they've got nothing moving up on the right yet. Okay, you can see them slamming into that front line, but these guys, because they have spears as well, should be able to hold their own. We might get them some support. Those guys are losing, that's good. Let's get our artillery focused on that unit. And let's start doubling up on some of their range. Looks like they've seen off that river unit, which is really nice. And the good thing about these, as I said, is that they'll now switch back to their ranged weapons and begin firing. And you see these guys are going to take a real pound in here. Okay, let's shift our fire. We've got some more archers coming out the back, so we're going to target those with our artillery. So we haven't taken too much damage yet. This unit has taken a little bit, but not too much. Sending some more reavers on this flank, but I don't think they're going to have much luck here. Okay, I think we're going to get our flame spire involved to try and deal with some of those reinforcements, drop some bombardments down on them. Okay, these guys are starting to lose to these spearmen, so we're going to get Tyrion over to help out. And we might drop our regeneration spell down on our unit. Let's see how powerful it is. Does help, doesn't do too much, but it's not upgraded yet. I really need to get better at dropping these bombardments. It's a little tricky. Oh, there we go, that was a pretty good hit there. Let's come around for another pass. Okay, let's swing it over here.
Spearman! Heir of Anarian!
Okay, we're going to swing a couple of these arch units around to this flank to help deal with these ranged cavalry. Might get our flame spire on those.
For duty! Assa, attack! To the fray! Northern Seaguard! Archers!
See a lot of their units all starting to break now. And that is it. Yeah, those overlapping fields of fire between the Lothran Seaguard and the standard archers is great. I mean, I'm thinking of actually maybe we could just build a whole front line of these guys. So it's good to have some dedicated spearmen. And as I said, you've got to watch out upkeep costs. These guys are quite expensive. And they are in full retreat. So let's go to the post-battle screen and take a look. Okay, so we have 107, 81, 50, 148 for this unit. That was our best. Although they do have a banner which gives them a plus reload skill, which helps. We'll keep that on them. Yeah, pretty straightforward battle, but good to get some nice rank ups on these new units. These are newly recruited, we haven't used them in a fight yet. So this was a battle against Tyrion, and they have one capital back just in the distance there, so we're going to be targeting that next. And then they also have a gate that they control, so once we've got those under our control, we'll control pretty much the whole western side of Orphan. But I will see you in the next one.